It's a beautiful day in Las Vegas, and there are some 140,000 people at the Las Vegas Convention Center to attend the Sema show. This is the car show of the year, and it is packed here. This is an outdoor and indoor show. Some 60,000 quality buying companies are seeking the hottest products for their shops to repair vehicles, to build vehicles, to trick out vehicles. There are 2,400 exhibitors, and 500 exhibitors are here for the very first time. I asked a security guard early what was it like here yesterday in the rain, and he said horrible, and he was the one who told me they even had hail. Anyway, we are here to look around. You won't find a lot of expertise from this voice because I don't know much about cars, but let's hope we can find some experts here at Sema. This is a show where lots of pictures are taken of cars and people in front of cars. Here is a camouflage car. I don't know how that paint job was accomplished, but here it is. This attractive display of wheels needed an explanation from me. Truck wheels, car wheels. This gentleman said when he first came to SEMA there were like 22 wheel companies, and now there are more than 100, and I suspect they are all here. Oh, aren't they pretty? He said that you can make custom wheels, and he said they're all made in China. Why are you here with all the dogs?
Walking around.
What? Just.
If you don't have trays,
okay, well. They want to see the cars also. This is a car from Florida.
Correct. Out by St. Petersburg is where they build them at.
Okay, so they start out with the chassis.
They start out with a full car, rip the entire car down all the way down to the chassis. They leave the drivetrain, the transmission, everything except for the body. And they retool and built the entire fiberglass body onto the car. They build an entire roll cage, 8-point roll cage inside, over on top of the frame. And then they attach the fiberglass and carbon fiber features to the exterior, and then they do the entire interior. Yeah.
So how long would it take to do that kind of thing?
Each car takes about 3 to 4 months, and they're selling just the body kits. And you can actually buy a body kit from VaderExotics.com.
What's that name again?
VaderExotics.com. VAYDOR.
Okay. Does that include the interior?
That's different. No, just the exterior. Just the exterior kit you can buy, and then there's an entire instruction on how to tool and have a local do all the interior work for you.
Okay, because it's real pretty inside.
Very pretty, yeah.
How much is a kit?
You'd have to go online and just they vary.
Like what?
Generally,
yeah.
You'd have to talk to Matt about it. I don't sell the kits.
Okay, I have no idea whether it's $100,000 or $5.
It would range. It would range depending on what you want on the car and what you want with the car. So it's hard to quote a kit value, but ballpark to finish an entire car, you're looking between your low end probably 60,000.
Okay. Low end. Okay. Well, it keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna go look at the interior. Thank you very much.
You're
This
welcome.
is Alma Merrill, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Alma.
You're welcome.
Look how pretty this interior. Oops, my shadows are getting in the way. But the pink stitching matches the car exterior. Lovely. Well, if you like this Corvette, it has 900 miles, and a sign on the window says it's for sale, $175,000. inside the convention halls. We're not outside. We are in a special room on the second floor with still more displays. An entire hall devoted to new products and one big sign. I'm sure I would attract attention if I were driving this on the local Las Vegas roadways. A gentleman just gave me a card that gives me a $15 discount on my first Uber ride, which he says is typically 30% less than taxi fare. Well, I haven't tried it, but the discount is mighty tempting. This is the South Hall, and I just talked to a man from Arizona who had a shop. And I said, why are you here at this show? And he says, well, we look around. He said, we fabricate a lot of our own parts. He said he found a part that he had found impossible to make, and he found it already made. He said he took measurements. He's going to go back to the shop and make it himself. This is Chip Foose, and he has a whole lineup of people waiting to meet him. He is probably the country's most famous car builder and has a whole line of his own products, so I'm told. The girls are here, but the guys are ignoring them. They want to meet Mr. Foose.
Florida plate, beamed it out through the internet, and now is capturing the vehicle identification number. And while that's happening, our driver is now installing quick grip adapters. You notice there's no metal-to-metal contact. There is no chance of damaging these high-priced Tesla wheels. He's going to move this vehicle forward for the alignment portion of this check, and we're checking tire wearing angles of this particular vehicle. And at this point, we've completed our inspection. We now have the vehicle identification number. We did this in about 48 seconds, and we're going to get this world-class printout that we can paper provide to our customer. But this wouldn't be the service lane of the future if we were handing a customer a paper printout. So what we did is we worked with AutoPoint to compile all the results in a self-guided summary. And as a consumer, I can see I have a couple of items that failed. Here I can see my wheel alignment is in need of being adjusted. So if I'm not sure whether I want to get this done, I can watch an informative video on that. And I simply approve or decline the service. I also see I need a couple of tires here. So again, I can watch an informative video and from there approve or decline the service.
But basically, as you can see, Patrick's very involved. He's just a machine operator now. He's not actually a tire technician anymore. What the machine does is give it 2 data parameters. We tell it what the wheel diameter is by moving the roller over.
If you want to show your friends back home that you were here and have a Sema hat or t-shirt or whatever, Sema gear is for sale. Sema says they have attendees from 130 different countries, and walking around you indeed can hear a lot of different languages. A big crowd is here for Sun King, who was from Fast and Furious movie, and posing for photos and pictures and signing. I remember the Ford driving experience from previous years, but I don't remember these crowds. All right, here is a car that is unique in all kinds of ways. The car was started in April of 2015. Henry Chang is the sculptor, designer, and his team at Playworks in Las Vegas.
Throwing it out, saying, "Look, I love what people do with their hands." That guy's giving it the A-OK, saying, "It's okay, it's okay." Some people kind of just clap. They do different things with their hands. This guy's throwing the horns now. Little Corey Hosford saying it's all right here, and the truck. It'll buff out, no big deal. Oh man. The ultra fun hammer truck.
Well, Halloween was just a week ago, and the Skull Crusher seems to attract the kids.
It's even got a car seat in it.
So how do you get in this car? I have trouble getting in my friend Jerry's SUV, much less this big green and black truck. So you're out riding across the desert and you have a flat tire. Then what? While I'm sitting and resting my feet, I'm thinking about a gentleman I met earlier today. I used to work with him at Blaine maybe 12 years ago when I too was giving people directions at conventions. He has been on his feet for 9 days straight, at least 8 hours a day. He's 75 years old and he loves every minute. He said, I feel very grateful that I can do this work. I love people and I love being at conventions. And he is here at Sema. The sign says, shoot the shift with the Oilers Car Club team behind the Craftsman Model K build. And this is the Craftsman booth. Diesel is in the news for some reasons that aren't so great, but these motors look absolutely beautiful. Part I understand, these are shift knobs, any kind you want, any color,
I can get you hooked up with a company called Speed Logics.
any name.
They would
This is by speeddog.com. These are all exhausts, big, little, curved, straight, all made in China. Taillights of any kind. By Easy Performance. This is a customized Polaris slingshot with one wheel in the back. Does it run?
We drove it in here and it has about 750 horsepower.
Wow. Okay. I thought it looked different.
It's different.
Did you make it or?
No, we actually partnered with a company who made it. We provided them with an electronic hydraulic ride height system.
Okay, so this is JRI shocks. Okay. Ah, I see. The one wheel in the back. Sometimes I'd like to redo my front end. I wonder if Camco Auto Sangyo Company Limited could help me. GoPro is here and lots of their filmed examples are here and lots of folks have stopped by. It took me a while to find out what was going on here with this car. It seemed to have lots of stuff under the hood. Well, I'm told that will make the car go faster. And in the back, the equipment there raises and lowers the car, which right now is very low. And there's a competition here at the booth between this car and the one next to it, and people vote on which upgrade they like the best, and the winner will be on the cover of this magazine. Racing helmets. www.gforce.com. A bus with character And the sign says Bones Fabs Special Bus 1954 Chevy C4 500 Wayne body 12 valve Cummins diesel engine compound turbochargers ARP racing hardware NV 4500 5-speed transmission gear vendor overdrive narrow Dana 70 rear axle ride tech air suspension vintage air heat and AC Dakota digital gauges. Don't know about all of that, but there are a lot of stickers to advertise what's going on. This is bonesfab.com. The 1915 Model T is easily the most versatile two-wheel drive commercially available vehicle ever produced. Well, quite a hood ornament here. Tackling trails that would make even the most seasoned off-roader blush, the T can perform unbelievably well in a multitude of circumstances. And it's a convertible. This is a Ford Thunderbird, 1955. It's the kind of car that stopped people in their tracks. The Thunderbird was small for an American car, looked fantastic, and moved pretty well. Rushed to market in response to Chevy's sportier Corvette, it buried the six-cylinder fiberglass roadster in the sales war. In the process, it also spawned a whole new genre of personal luxury cars that brought Ford some serious sales. We are looking at the central concourse at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Several videos are showing, and lots of people are walking from the Central Hall to the North Hall. And beyond, lights are shining down on the exhibiting automobiles. I believe we started out here with a 34 Packard. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous car. Here's a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air. This is the crowded outdoor area between the North Hall and Central Hall. And this is the last video I will be taking, I think, because I need to go over to the Westgate, formerly the Hilton, to meet my ride. This is a great show. I love being here. I wish I understood more of it. I hope you enjoy the video. At least you get an idea of what happens when Sema is in town.